Hello, and welcome to today's subscriber contract. Humpty Dumpty, set in Dartmoor and supplied to us today by Shako1610 and recommended to us today by Paul Anderson 37. So with no briefing, we'll move straight on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them along with a free map. And for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the mansion staff, and we'll be bringing with us a proximity micro taser, a lethal syringe, and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, most of our targets are on the first floor here, but we are going to head downstairs very quickly and make our way to the kitchens, where we will find ourselves a propane cylinder, which is going to come in very handy for one of our targets as they are in a rather public area. So we're just going to make our way straight down the stairs and into the kitchens. We're going to grab ourselves a propane cylinder before heading straight back up the stairs and starting on our targets. So our first target is one of the guards at the top of the stairs on the first floor here. So we're going to head up the stairs by the kitchens, and at the top just on our right we will find our first target. So we're just going to place our propane cylinder on the floor by him, make our way along to the balcony overlooking the lounge area, avoiding the patrolling enforcer in the corridor, and then when he has gone past safely, we can then detonate the propane cylinder. That will eliminate our first target. It will also cause quite a bit of panic, so we're just going to hide in the bathroom until all of the panic calms down. We're then going to make our way back into the balcony overlooking the lounge area, and our next target, as you can see, is currently sweeping the floor. So we're going to turn on the gramophone here, and that will attract her attention just as she's wandering off to flirt with bodyguard. When she comes over to investigate, we are just going to hide behind this sofa here, and we're going to let her turn off the gramophone before we shoot her in the back of the head with a single bullet. There we go. Now, as long as we don't cause any more panic, she will not be found. So we're going to leave her there, and we're going to make our way around down the corridor and into the bathroom at the other end of the building. We're going to grab the feather duster from just outside the bathroom. We're going to make our way inside and overflow the sink, and then drop our proximity taser on the floor by the sink. Immediately move away before we trigger it. We're then going to throw our feather duster just in the doorway, and that will attract the attention of the housekeeping staff member who is currently cleaning out in the corridor, and he is our next target. So he will come over to investigate the noise and will be doubly distracted by the overflowing sink, and when he gets within range of the taser, he will trigger that and he will have a shockingly bad day. So on our way out of the bathroom, we are going to retrieve the feather duster, and we're just going to wait over by this chest here for our next target to arrive, and he is the patrolling enforcer who is currently wandering around the balcony overlooking the entrance hall. So when he gets over to this area, or this side of the entrance hall, we are going to throw our feather duster over by the open window, and he is now in position, I can see on the mini map. So we're going to throw our feather duster over by the window. We're going to select our lethal syringe. I have tried throwing him out the window, I have tried shooting him in the head, but due to the glitchy nature of the Dartmoor map, most of the time we get spotted by someone, although we really shouldn't. So this time round I'm just going to jab him in the back with a lethal syringe. He will go down rather ungracefully, and it counts as an accident, so we can now move on to our final target, who is the only target not on this floor. So we're going to make our way back down the stairs to the ground floor and back into the kitchen, and we are going to retrieve the second propane cylinder, as our final target is located out in the rear gardens of the property, and they are one of the gardeners. So we're just going to head straight out the rear of the property once we have our propane cylinder here, and they are at the far end of the fountain. So we're just going to make our way around to the right, giving the young lady having her photo taken a nice wide berth, as she is an enforcer. We're going to throw our propane cylinder at our target's feet and then quickly duck down behind the fountain, and using that as cover we can whip out our silenced pistol and detonate the propane. That in turn will send our last target on rather a lengthy flying lesson, and she will have a rather bad day and a short end to it, and all that's left for us to do then is to make good our escape, and we have the choice of either the bridge exit, for which I have chosen to go for, or the hearse exit if you so wish. So there we go, one more subscriber contract taken care of, and we just get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We had no objectives to worry about, and we get a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.